Hello, my name is Madrilyn, and welcome back to another video. As Minecraft Renewed is on the horizon, as vaguely as Landfall for a sea traveler, I'd like to lay out the game designing axioms I've been using to make it, as well as to critique other games. For reference, this video will not contain examples of using them, as it is set to videos that apply the axioms. However, I will give substantive explanations for the axioms such that we're all on the same page. Starting with the first axiom, the game must maintain coherent game loops and features such that none nullify or hamper the intended design of the other. This axiom is by far the most important, along with the next, in my opinion, as it decreases the incessant need for developers to keep adding features to keep players engaged. This is good for a few reasons, including simplicity, harmony, and longevity of the features, due to them working in constructive interference as opposed to destructive interference. This axiom works to combat a concept you may have heard of called power creep, as well as overloading the game with half-interesting garbage. Moving on to the second axiom, the game must be maintained such that all bugs and exploits not found in the intended design of the game are removed, such that no aspects of the game are self-nullifying. This axiom works to maintain the game as is, such that the development time of the authors is not wasted. This axiom should have a drastic impact on speedrunners, as the glitch/exploit speedrun times can easily show how broken the design or the code of the game is. The faster the speedrun compared to normal gameplay, the worse the maintenance, generally speaking. Moving on to the third axiom, the game cannot contain seed, initial/first, game loops that require a non-ground player state to function. This axiom relates more to sandbox-like games, including Minecraft, perhaps even Minecraft Renewed, such as the background gameplay. However, it can be applied broadly to prevent players from soft-locking themselves out of being able to start playing the game. What this essentially means is that giving players any form of resources to start for free is not allowed unless these resources are always provided should the player return to that state. There cannot be a player state of failed below just started. Should the player only be able to access the starting game loops in certain positions, the player should be capable of relocating to those positions without any assistance of progression resources. The last, and honestly strangest axiom is as follows. Distinct, non-correlated game loops should be wholly independent of one another, excluding the initial conditions of the loop such that the player is not required to diverge into another gameplay path to achieve the goal of the aforementioned game loop. This axiom is definitely the hardest to define and understand, although still important with siloing players into expected gameplay relative to past choices or desired goal. The only exclusion I give to this axiom is some sort of capstone gameplay towards the endgame, such as a final boss fight or prestige-like system where the game repeats after full completion but with some twist. For clarity, this axiom, among the others, implies that outside game loops or gameplay choices cannot be chosen as an alternate avenue to solving the current game loop. This is generally true, however in rare cases of superb balancing, Axiom 1 is preserved, and the current game loop's design intends for this choice to occur. In conclusion, there's a few things to keep in mind in relation to these axioms. The first is that axioms are chosen truths that cannot be proven, however, create desired effects, such as a well-maintained and good game. Due to this unprovable nature, it is completely fine to deny the importance of the axioms laid out in this video. I'd only warn you to consider them in relation to the games you are interested in and how when applied, assuming I made them well enough, improve your suggestions relating to those games and your appreciation or lack thereof for the developers that made them. Until next time, goodbye!